Like when the drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop whole game in the...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. Now, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Snickers. Set. 230.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He drops it off for Bernard. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big Ben going to take it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here we go.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. Deep. Got 20.
Back to throw. Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Grant. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. To the right side. He's to the 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, a 23-yard run, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Tannehill hands to Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Let's go.
Now Balaj. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. Single. Deuce.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Tannehill on first down. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And now it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Set, lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Wilson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Jack 16. Set. Blue 30.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the 2nd half.
Jakeem Grant now to return. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hey, 20.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Tannehill now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Boswell on now to kick this one away. The return man is Grant. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tannehill now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
30.
Tannehill now. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger finding some room at midfield. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kiko Alonso leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Set. 230.
gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their own 37. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Roethlisberger now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Albert Wilson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. The return man is Grant. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, here's Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Graham. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Smith-Schuster now to return. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger will throw. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He goes underneath the Drake. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Tannehill now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, But once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.